Sophie and welcome back to the Nerdy Booktube channel, and today I'm coming to you with the mid-year book freakout tag. I know I'm a bit late, it's July, and you're probably seeing this while I'm on vacation, but June was a very complicated month for me, so better late than ever. If you see me looking that way, it's because I have my computer open with all the questions. And so I will actually be reading the questions, and yeah, everything will be live, no pre-thinking on books or whatever. So I'll just have to get up a lot of times and pick up the books from my shelves. So question number 1 is the best book you've read so far in 2019. I'm sorry, the questions are written for 2015. And I would have to say... Okay, so I actually got 3 options for this question. I have a fantasy, a sci-fi, and a mystery kind of thing. Well, the first one that I am mentioning, it is, oh god, Illuminate by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. This is a book about a guy and a girl who are escaping an attack on their home planet, and they are running away from this corporation that wants them killed. And it has some very interesting political interests. I gave the whole series a 5 out of 5 stars. I think only Gemini got like a 4.5 because of that confusing ending, but whatever. I really like this book. I wasn't expecting to like it that much. It is a mixed media, and for me, it just really got me going into sci-fi. I love the way the audiobooks were put, and I really like what they did, like with the background sounds and everything. I'm sorry if you can hear pings from my computer. I have my Discord open, as I always do. When I have my computer open, my Discord is always online. If I'm not there, I'm here. So if you want my Discord, I'll leave it down below if you want to join us. But yeah, so this is one of the books I really liked. Book number 2, it is the mystery thriller type of thing. It also has like some magic in it, and it is The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. It is also called The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. This was the second book I read this year. I read it in January, but it is a book that I'm not tired of mentioning, and I think I didn't mention it that much. But we're following a guy, and I'm telling you right now, it's a guy. We're following a guy, and he wakes up in someone else's body. He doesn't know what the hell is going on, and then like someone tells him, I'm gonna read you the back blurb. I don't want to spoil anything, so this is just what it's written here in the back, so it's public knowledge. It says, at a party thrown by her parents, Evelyn Hardcastle will be killed again. She's been murdered hundreds of times, and each day Aidan Bishop is too late to save her. The only way to break this cycle is to identify Evelyn's killer. God, I'm so sorry. But every time the day begins again, Aidan wakes up in the body of a different guest, and someone is desperate to stop him ever escaping Blackheath. So there are a lot of rules to this, and there are some complicated mechanics involved in this world and in this specific event. They are explained throughout the book, but beware that this is a book where it's kind of solve your own mystery type of thing. If you do like to solve mysteries along with the characters, I would suggest like get a notepad and the pen while you're reading this, and like try to relate, like to tell all the events per day. I tried to do this on Instagram, but there were a lot of events, and so after day 5 or day 6, I just didn't care. Also, beyond the rules of the event, like the things that are happening, there are a lot of rules of Blackheath, which are, oh my god, really, you shut up. Okay, people are talking in the magical hangout and my computer keeps beeping. I have just taken out the sound. So, as I was saying, there are a lot of rules to Blackheath itself. It has a very specific set of physics that you need to understand to be able to enjoy this. The rules are explained throughout the book, so if you don't get something right away, or if you are very confused at the beginning, I was, don't be scared or don't worry, because they will be explained throughout the characters and throughout the events that our main character is living. Last and final book, it's the first of a series, and I'm putting this series because I'm really loving the books, like all the books from the series, and it is the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. I had read the A Court of Thorns and Roses series before, and so this year I decided to give this little baby a try. Little baby, there's 7 books, the last one is 900 pages. Little. We're following Selena Sardothian. She is the best assassin in Adarlan, which is like the kingdom, but she was caught one day, she was set up, and she was sent to Endovir, which is kind of like a concentration camp. And so 1 year later, she is brought back to the society by the prince on a deal. If Selena agrees to be his champion on the king's competition to be the king's champion, like the king's assassin, then she will gain her freedom. And we're just following everything from there. What I'm really loving about the series is not only Selena's development as a character, we're also following Dorian and Kaol, well, like as side characters. They're not really main characters now, but we're following them and we can actually see them evolve as characters. Beware going into this, there are a lot of characters and a lot of politics. That can get a bit confusing, but it gets better like throughout the books. This is not something like Game of Thrones where you are introduced to like 30 characters in the first chapter and you're like, well, fuck. Now I know there's 30 of you in here, but I don't know which is which. Great. No, you are introduced gradually to the characters, yes. There are a lot of them. In the first book alone, I think you have to worry about like 8 or 9 characters, which is a lot. Honestly, it's a lot. And the number varies. It can grow or it can dwindle. That will just be something to be aware of. If you're not into books with a lot of characters, be aware going into this. But again, it is epic fantasy, YA, but it is. Next question. It is the best sequel you've read so far in 2019. And for that, I think I'm gonna have to answer Air of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. This is book number 3 in the Throne of Glass series. I really love this book more than the others that I've read. I'm on to book number 5, okay? Number 5? Yes, number 5. Because we are brought to a whole new place in the kingdom we know. Again, we're following Selena and we're following her growth as a character. We also have an introduction to some other characters that I'm really loving with all my heart. I'm not gonna say who, but Ghost Leopard. Just if you've read this, Ghost Leopard, you know who it is. And like, yeah, and oh my god, there are a lot of other characters, and I wish I could tell you like exactly what I really like about this book, but I can't. And I wish I could tell you the character names, but I can't because I don't want to spoil anyone. But like, yes, Ghost Leopard and Red Cape. That's what I'm gonna say. If you've read this, if you haven't read this, you're not gonna understand what the hell I'm saying. But if you've read this, you know who the characters are. I really love them. They're so freaking cool. Oh my god. And they actually start developing a new aspect of the whole world. In this book, it's where you can dwell into that a little bit more, and I think it's super well done here. And yes, I'm loving the series, and yes. Question number 3 is, a new release you haven't read yet, but you want to. The one that comes to mind, and that I'm kind of, well, 2 that come to mind, and I'm kind of ashamed. It's Finale by Stephanie Garber and Aurora Rising by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I have both books on my Kindle. I got them, like, as soon as they were out, I got them. And I was supposed to read Finale last month, but I got in a reading slump and I didn't finish it. Whatever. It was kind of a tricky thing for me, but yeah, those are the 2 that I want to read ASAP. Question number 4 is most anticipated release for my second half of 2019, and I gotta say that for this, that there's only one book that comes to mind, and that really speaks to me. There's The Long Lost Towers by Cassandra Clare. I want to read it, but I'm not like yes, go. I'm not like that. But I am like that for Five Dark Fates by Kendra Blake. I have the other 3 books right over there. It is book number 4 in the 3 Dark Crown series, which is a dark YA fantasy kind of thing. We're following 3 sisters in an island that is ruled by queens, and each queen has triplets, and each triplet has their own power. There are naturalists who control the nature, and they usually have a psychic companion, like a Disney princess. Then you have the poisoners that can craft and ingest poisons in large quantities, and like they can create the deadliest poisons. And then you have elementalists who can actually control the elements. And this is a very political series, which I was not expecting to like, but it's in my heart now. Just so you know how high I'm putting this series, it is next to my Harry Potters. I think that speaks for itself, but yes, it's next to my Harry Potters. I'm really loving it. I'm planning on doing a reread before Five Dark Fates comes out. But yeah, that's the one that I'm really anticipating. Question number 5. Biggest disappointment. I feel like I'm gonna get killed. I actually feel like I'm gonna get killed, but I'm gonna answer truthfully. My biggest disappointment in 2019 has been Queen of Air and Darkness by Cassandra Clare. I love the Shadowhunter world, and after this came out, I didn't read it like when it came out. I read it like 2 months later, but everyone was hyping it up so badly, and like, yes, it was like the best Cassandra Clare has had ever written, and I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be so good. Like, everything that happened in Lord of Shadows, I need something that's really good from her. And for me, this just tried to be a lot at the same time, and it didn't work. I mean, first of all, this is like a hunk, okay? You have a brick here. You can actually kill people with this. You can hurt people with this. I accidentally have hurt people with this. But I think that she tried to incorporate a lot of elements she had, like, for example, in the Mortal Instruments, into the Dark Artifices. This was really a huge disappointment. It's something I love, not done the way I love. So yeah, no. Next question is biggest surprise. I'm actually going with Illuminate again. Like I said, I wasn't expecting loving it as much as I did, especially knowing it was mixed media and sci-fi, which was something I wasn't really into. So that surprised me. Question number 7, new favorite author. I don't think I have a new favorite author. I mean, Kendare Blake, it's a new favorite author, but I read all her books last year, not this year. Sarah J. Maas, I have a renewed love for. But yeah, there's no specific book or author that I'm saying like, yes, I read this year and I love it. There's Stuart Turton, but I haven't read like more than one book by him, so. Question number 8, newest fictional crush. Oh my god. Rowan. Oh my god, Rowan is so good. Rowan and Alien, like Rowan, and they're both from the Throne of Glass series. Rowan is Rowan, and I heard a lot of bad things about him, and he was kind of being a jerk, but I actually liked that kind of jerky part about him. And then Alien Ash Driver, we were introduced to him, and I was like, nope, I don't like you, nope. And now I'm like, yes. Like 180 twist on what I usually said about him. Question number 9, newest favorite character. Ghost Leopard, Red Cape. I'm gonna say their names now, and if you haven't watched you haven't read the Throne of Glass series, please mute this for a bit. But Lysandra and Manon Blackbeak, God, yes, they're my new favorite characters. And you can unmute now, unmute. You can unmute now, you're okay. There's not a lot of other characters. I really like Nona from from the Red Sister series. Yeah, she's not the favorite character, but I really like her. Number 10, book that made you cry. I didn't. There hasn't been. Oh wait, yes there was. Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare. I cried. You know exactly what I'm saying, and yes, we all cried there. 11, book that made you happy. That would be my reread of Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling. I'm rereading it, and this book makes my heart happy. Also, Percy Jackson. I'm rereading the series, and I really love it. And the book is over there, and I don't want to get up again. 12, favorite book to movie adaptation you saw this year. I don't think I have yet. I've seen Harry Potter, but yeah, I haven't seen a book to movie adaptation. That was new to me this year. 13, favorite review you've written this year. I don't know, I'm not really detailed about my reviews, but maybe my review of Marked by PC Cast and Kristen Cast. It was my first video here on BookTube. I'm gonna go with that. 14, most beautiful book you've bought so far this year. Oh god, it's you guys are sick of seeing this book, but The Hand, the Eye, and the Heart by Zoe Marriott. I'm reading this month. It's my Glimmer book, and look at this, it's so beautiful. Also, I really like flowers, so that makes my heart happy. So flowers and like cute little thingies make my heart happy. question. It is, what books do you need to read by the end of the year? Ah, God. Okay, so I'm gonna go with Finale by Stephanie Garber. I'm gonna go with the Nevernight series by Jay Kristoff. I want to finish Ruin and Rising by Lee Bardugo so I can read Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, also by her. They're all there. I'm reading the rest of the Rick Riordan books, so I really want to get to those. I want to do a reread on Three Dark Crowns and A Court of Thorns and Roses. Oh, I do really want to read The Cruel Prince and The Wicked King, because I know Queen of Nothing is coming out soon-ish. I think it's November. But I have them both scheduled for this month if I get to them. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this mid-year book freakout tag. And if you did, leave your answer down below so I know what are you expecting. I may get some new books over there. And leave me some suggestions on some new tags or videos you want to see. That's always good. And I hope I see you in my next video. Bye!